Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. My name is Brenda and I will be your cooking guide. As promised, we are back still doing holiday side dishes. So what we're going to do is stuffing. Stuffing, if I had to pick one thing that I can't live without for Thanksgiving or any holiday, is the stuffing. So if you haven't tried, this is that Italian better than bouillon. And I'm actually doing the Italian flavor this time because I think it adds a little extra versus just a plain old chicken broth. So I'm actually going to do this recipe just for half a recipe, but I'm going to go ahead in the show notes and actually do it as if I was doing a full recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and get our broth cooking up first, and then let's get our vegetables sauteing. But first, my favorite thing about stuffing is actually having Italian sausage. This is kind of a spiced Italian sausage. And to me, this is, if you like meat, you can't go wrong with just having a sausage added to it. So let's go ahead and get that cut up. And there's some oil in here, so I'm not going to really worry about putting any oil down for this. Next, I'll throw just a little bit of water to get that steaming. Next I'm going to do is one onion. I'm going to go ahead and do some celery stalks. And actually, I'm cutting everything a little bit bigger than I normally do. So I'm going to go ahead and do big chunks of mushrooms. Sorry, see, you can't see me right now, but. And basically, you can pretty much do whatever you want for this. If you want onions, you could do mushrooms. But onions, mushrooms, and celery is my must-have for this. And then I'm going to do just a couple pieces of celery just to give it a little bit of crunch. Oh. Sorry, today has just not been my best day for cooking. Alright. But because people want to keep eating, sometimes in life you just have to continue on even if you don't feel like it and find out that it'll still work out in the end. So just like this stuffing. The stuffing is going to make me very happy. It's my favorite thing. So go ahead and cut up that sausage. So I've got our butter down. I'm doing our onions and mushrooms. Because the sausage, I do not want to use the same spatulas for raw meat to my vegetables. So I'm going to saute the vegetables off on the side. And I'm going to use different set of spatulas for this one. So I know there's other things I have never tried, but I've seen people do like apples and cranberries, anchovies. Seen some interesting things going stuffing, but this personally is my favorite stuffing. You can do chicken broth, but if you've got that Italian seasoning, to me, that just brings it to the whole next level. I'm going to cover this. Normally, I would do this in a pot because I'm doing a much bigger one, but I want you guys at home to be able to see how we're doing this. And sometimes you've got too much going on in the house, everybody's cooking, and you've got your Blackstone. Nothing wrong with coming out to the Blackstone. So this one you could actually pre-do too, so that you just go ahead, get everything sauteed, put it in a roasting pan and finish it. But the way I'm doing this, we're going to actually go ahead and eat this basically right out of the pan. If you decide that you're going to do this the night before, save a little bit of water so you can add a little bit of extra liquid so your stuffing isn't dried out. So, all right. So we've got our water boiling. Our sausage is done, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. And then I'm going to go ahead, take our vegetables and kind of put it in where the sausage was cooking, just to kind of absorb some of that sausage flavor. All right, so our vegetables are definitely soft and cooked and ready to go. The other thing that I love putting in mine is actually some minced garlic. You could actually do fresh garlic, but when you're in a hurry and you don't feel like dealing with the garlic, the already minced garlic is a great option. So you'll have to tell me what your favorite side is. Again, stuffing, I could skip the turkey, the potatoes, everything. Stuffing is my favorite. Okay, we've got all of that cooked up. I'm going to go ahead and turn our burners off. I cook high. And again, I'm just doing half a bag because it's not Thanksgiving for us quite yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a half. And all you want to do is get your stuffing covered in the broth. And then we're just going to shut the burners actually off, but I'm going to keep it on the Blackstone. This is going to kind of help soften everything. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just give this a cover. This is going to take about 4 or 5 minutes to kind of get everything softened. So I would, if you are doing this the night before, go ahead, cook everything up, let it cover so it's actually soft, and then the next day, heat the oven at 350. All it's going to need is probably 15-20 minutes. So this is one of those nice things that you can make ahead of time. And then just give it probably about a half a cup of water. Just kind of drizzle over the top. That way you're going to bring back some of that moisture. Otherwise your stuffing is going to be a little on the dry side. Or this stuffing you could go ahead and make and then go ahead and stuff the turkey with it if that's what you're looking for. So the stuffing is getting soft, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick bite. Want to make sure I get that sausage. For this, I actually do a spicy Italian sausage because it's not overwhelming. If you're a hunter, you might actually try doing some venison in this. So this is already making my bad day better. So go ahead and instead of chicken broth, go ahead, try that Italian seasoning of the better bouillon. Just brings a little extra more Italian flavor to everything. Thanks for subscribing. See you next time.